Well, this is the last film of my epic playthrough of Wellington's victory, because it's all over. You can see, notably, La Haye Sainte has been taken. They took Hougoumont a long time ago. But then the French, they withdrew in the face of this these three batteries here. They were waiting for the French guard to come up, who were going to channel themselves up through here. They'd wanted to come up through here, but not against those batteries. So that was the plan. French were forming up a line here. You can see there's a cavalry charge from the Allied side about to go ahead. We had some attempted charge from the Prussians, didn't happen. We had some other charges here, so the Prussians actually engaged with their cavalry, and they've engaged with their guns and taken some losses off the French here, but the French are forming up a nice line here. They would be forming up here. Prussians are coming up quickly, but essentially what has happened, although I've got the French movement and the Allied shock phase of 8:45 turn to take, at the top of the 7 p.m. turn, the French command phase, and they're on morale of 16 at the moment for having taken La Haye Sainte, but I'll take 33. Sorry, no, that's nonsense. Their morale at the moment is 83, taking off 33, and then their 34 losses there, plus 10 for La Haye Sainte brings us to 16. But on the other hand, taking at the end of that next turn, taking off the 29 and 23 morale points from the or 28, whatever, from the Anglo-Allied, 51 brings them down to 0. So what that 0 means is that halfway through the next turn, the Anglo-Allied army will their morale will break. Not the Prussians, but just the Anglo-Allied. So every unit becomes immediately disrupted, and from then on, so they can regain from disruption, but from then on, every unit has a 1 less on its morale value, and no one can recover for routes. So essentially what that means is if the French are pressing, they will incur routes that will run off the board and will bring their because we've got, there will still be 2.5 hours left. If the French keep pressing, there'll be enough routed units that have gone off to keep incurring a loss to this. But you can see if the French press, they're also going to take losses, and especially with the Prussians over here starting to take losses off them, the French morale is going to break pretty quickly soon, and the Prussians not. They've only taken 1 actual loss. I hadn't calculated these in as well, so the Prussians have also taken 3 skirmishers. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that brings that 7 off this score, so that the French are very close to breaking point as well. But the upshot of it is that actually faced with those cold facts, it kind of broke my morale to continue the game, because looking at the game position, what we would see happening is the Allied armies trickling away down here, and the French either attempting an extra push or sort of more or less halting here, but then still being broken by Prussian movements here, and then the Prussians ending up with even if the Prussians then sort of hold back, then the Prussians will still end up with what am I saying? What I'm basically saying is that the Prussians can afford to incur a few losses on the French and then step back, and with the French morale broken, what you do is you add up the 2 morales at the ends on the Anglo-Allied and the Prussian side, compare it to the French morale total, and that will determine your level of victory. And I'll just do a quick calculation based on the best case scenario that could happen and show you how that comes out.